Agora a palestra mais esperada de hoje, talvez. Palestra da Cintia, do canal do YouTube Cintia Disse, com mais de 270 mil inscritos, né? É isso? Pode vir aqui, Cintia.
Oi, meus queridos, tudo bem? Só na internet? Meu nome é Cintia, eu estou aqui por causa do meu canal no YouTube, onde eu dou dicas de inglês, eu falo sobre viagem e, na verdade, eu comecei quando eu morei no Canadá. Mas se você... E aí, junto com o canal do YouTube, tem as redes sociais, Facebook, Instagram e tal. Então, se vocês me conhecem por isso, oi, gente. Se vocês não me conhecem, conheçam, porque eu mostro o canal. Eu vou esperar ele tocar o primeiro slide, porque não são muitos slides, entendeu? Então, eu vou esperar. Então, as redes principais que eu costumo usar são o YouTube, Facebook, Twitter e Instagram. O inglês mesmo eu costumo falar sobre só no canal. E aí o resto das redes sociais são meio que apoio para o que eu faço e eu consigo falar sobre outros assuntos. Eu vou falar sobre isso mais pra frente também nas outras redes sociais, porque eu falo só de inglês. Mas é isso. Tá cortado um pouco. Muitas informações importantes naquela última parte dos slides. So this is just my background. I wanted to tell you a little bit about what I've done. Porque no meu canal no YouTube eu não necessariamente falo muito sobre isso, então you're going to just learn a little bit more. Background checking. Sou formada em letras, tradutora e intérprete em inglês. Inclusive, na palestra anterior estava sendo discutido, né, quais são os cursos que realmente falam sobre interpretação e tal. E o meu falou, eu tive tradução e interpretação como formação. Isso foi uma das coisas mais difíceis que eu já fiz na minha vida, inclusive, interpretar simultaneamente. Então, essa foi a minha primeira faculdade e no Canadá eu fiz Fashion Marketing e Merchandising, que foi um curso assim que eu não esperava fazer e que foi muito legal e que me acrescentou muito também em termos de formação. I've been teaching since 2007, which adds up to 10 years. Quando eu estava fazendo essa apresentação, que eu descobri que faz 10 anos pensando em inglês, tipo, tô ficando velha. E morei 5 anos no Canadá. Então, tudo isso meio que me tornou quem eu sou em termos de inglês e em termos de background, que é o que eu vou falar hoje em relação ao ensino e tudo mais. Next. Então, quem viveu nos anos 90 sabe quem eles são. Podia mostrar uma palestra para deixar de mostrar. Eu fui muito influenciada por música, não necessariamente boa música, cada um tem seus próprios gostos, tá? Mas eu nunca fiz um curso de inglês, nunca fiz um curso particular, nem nada assim. Eu aprendi grande parte do que eu sei sozinha. Com os Backstreet Boys e Spice Girls e Alanis Morissette do You Live You Learn. E isso é uma coisa que eu vou falar também um pouco mais pra frente, mas fala-se muito sobre, especialmente hoje em dia, em que a gente tem tantas formas diferentes de contato com o idioma, YouTube inclusive, vários sites e cursos online, música, fala-se muito sobre aprender com música. Eu recomendo isso muito para as pessoas porque foi o jeito que eu aprendi. Mas não é todo mundo que consegue aprender com música, porque não é todo mundo que tem esse interesse, essa curiosidade por música, como eu tive quando eu tinha, sei lá, 5 anos de idade. Eu gostava de como soava, eu queria entender o que eles falavam. Na época, também sou um pouquinho mais velha do que pode parecer, eu não tinha, tipo, letras de música na internet, eu podia simplesmente entrar e ver a entrevista, tinha que esperar passar na MTV. Aí quando passava na MTV, tinha um tradutor, um intérprete ruim, que eu não conseguia entender nada, eu queria entender o que eles estavam falando ali na hora, entendeu? Então, A minha curiosidade de querer entender mais sobre o que estava se passando foi o que me fez ir para frente e aprender, querer aprender de fato inglês. Os encartes dos CDs, que também era um recurso maravilhoso na minha época, foram também como eu comecei a ver o que eram as palavras em inglês, porque eu ouvia o som, eu conseguia reproduzir. Meus pais são músicos e eles enchiam o meu saco, porque eu cantava, tipo, information, não sabia nada da palavra, ficava restaurant. E aí, quando eu ganhei o primeiro CD que eu ouvia a letra escrita, eu comecei a relacionar o que eu já sabia de som, por repetir as músicas muitas vezes, com o que estava escrito. Foi assim que eu realmente comecei a aprender, entender que existe aquela conexão. Então, muita gente fala sobre o meu sotaque, porque é bom sotaque, então com música, porque eu sempre copiei o que eu ouvia, e isso dava certo, e foi assim que começou. A primeira vez que eu tive contato com o inglês formal foi na escola, regular, na 7ª série, que aí eu fui para uma escola que tinha um inglês um pouco melhor. E foi a primeira vez que eu peguei uma tabela de verbo regular e eu falei, nossa, existe regra, existe coisa a mais do que só ouvir, repetir e falar. E a minha professora era muito, muito boa, e ela que me deu, que meio que lapidou o que eu já sabia de ter aprendido sozinha durante todo aquele tempo. E aí, mais pra frente, na minha faculdade no Canadá, depois de já ter sido formada em letras e tal, foi um dos momentos em que eu realmente me senti fluente pela primeira vez, porque eu estava fazendo no meu curso de marketing, apesar de ser focado em moda, ele tinha muito sobre administração e tal, e eu fiz tipo 1 ano de curso de matemática, planejamento em inglês. E aí esse MDC aqui foi uma piada super inteligente que eu falei que vocês riam, tá? MDC foi pra Mano do Céu Matemática em Inglês, porque foi a minha reação, tipo, mano, eu tô aprendendo matemática em inglês, foi maravilhoso. Mas MDC, gente, vocês podem não saber, vocês estão tudo de humana, mas é máximo divisor comum. Matemática! Eu pesquisei no Google, eu pesquisei, mas é isso, tá? Agora vocês não sabem o que eu vou pensar. Next. Okay, so, from Koreans to YouTube. Como eu disse, muita gente que me vê. Eu tô aqui hoje por causa do meu canal no YouTube, mas não começou com o canal no YouTube, eu comecei bem antes. Eu comecei a dar aula com 16 anos. Logo que eu saí da escola, eu entrei numa escolinha que tinha de inglês, uma escolinha particular que tinha lá, e comecei a meio que me enfiar porque eu gostava e eu queria saber mais. Quando eu entrei na faculdade, por incrível que pareça, muita gente que estava na faculdade de letras, interpretação, tradutor e intérprete não sabia falar inglês. E uma das professoras me pediu para dar tipo monitoria, assim, para ajudar as pessoas que estavam aprendendo, estavam lá meio para melhorar o inglês, estar lá disponível para ajudar com as matérias, enfim. E esse foi o primeiro contato que eu realmente tive passando conteúdo, ensinando alguma coisa para alguém. Gostei de fazer isso. E aí, na escolinha que eu já estava meio que conectada, eu peguei as minhas primeiras turmas. A partir daquele momento, eu não parei mais de dar aula. E aí, quando eu fui para o Canadá a primeira vez, que não foi para dar aula, eu acabei entrando em contato com uma turma que estava lá de intercâmbio de coreanos. Foi uma experiência muito diferente, porque na escola que eu trabalhava, que já tinha passado um tempo, a metodologia era de comunicação, de imersão, então você tem que ensinar os seus alunos só em inglês o tempo inteiro, não é para falar português, eles não têm que falar português na sala e tal. Isso em teoria é ótimo e realmente funciona, mas quem é professor sabe que às vezes, por mais que você queira falar só em inglês e tente, o aluno, quando ele não sabe uma coisa, ele vai falar em português. Mesmo que seja uma palavra, mas ele vai falar. Quando você está dando aula para coreano, em que a língua é coreano, é um pouco mais difícil. Eu não sabia coreano, né? Então fala assim. E a pessoa, a aluna também não sabia para falar para mim. Então, realmente tinha que ser tudo em inglês. Então, eu tinha uma turma grande, com várias idades diferentes, em que eu ensinava alguns exercícios para eles, assim, de familiarização com o que eles estavam vendo no Canadá. E eu tinha uma aluna particular, que era um pouco mais velha, tinha uns 15 anos, e eu ficava 3 horas com ela por dia. 3 horas dando aula de inglês, uma coreana que não sabia falar nada de inglês, eu não sabia falar nada de coreano, então você imagina um desafio. E realmente foi um desafio porque eu não estava preparada, não tinha preparado para aquilo. E deu certo, assim, foi um mês, mais ou menos um mês e meio de aula. No final ela estava entendendo muito bem o que eu falava, conseguia se expressar, conseguia escrever, me sentia assim, máximo. E foi muito legal, assim, então foi uma experiência que me fez crescer também, de tipo, bom, beleza, eu consigo fazer isso. Quando eu voltei para o Brasil e voltei a dar aula em escola particular, era muito mais fácil aplicar essa metodologia de imersão e tal. Mesmo assim, não é a mesma coisa, porque as pessoas sabem português, eu sei que também entendo, então tem que ser muito boa atriz, né? Tipo, a pessoa fala com o pessoal, sorry, I don't understand, can you repeat it, tipo, né? Mas é isso. Ambiente 100% em inglês, em relação à época que eu estava no Canadá também, mas aí não na sala de aula, assim, da minha experiência, porque eu fui teoricamente fluente, era formada e tal, mas quando eu cheguei eu descobri que tinha muito, mas assim, um universo de coisa que eu não sabia, que eu não ensinava nas escolas, e foi isso que me motivou a começar o canal, porque com base na minha experiência vivendo com nativos e num ambiente 100% inglês, eu falei, não, calma, tem outros jeitos de falar oi. Não é só hi, how are you, my name is fulano. Tem what's up, how are you doing, várias outras opções. E a gente, na época, hoje já estava diferente. Lembre-se, faz 7 anos. Não tinha tanta coisa, informação disponível. Então eu resolvi fazer isso. Falar, bom, ó, tem esse jeito, dá pra falar desse jeito, mas também dá pra falar desse jeito, significa isso. Se você falar assim é mais formal, se você falar assim é mais educado, menos educado. E foi isso que me motivou a começar o canal. E recentemente eu descobri que eu fui uma das primeiras pessoas que fez isso. Então, não era a minha intenção, tipo, nossa, ser o primeiro canal de educação de inglês, ensino de inglês, mas acabou meio que sendo isso. E. Next. Sobre o YouTube. YouTube is a thing. Hoje em dia é o meu foco, eu gosto muito de fazer isso, uma profissão que eu nunca poderia ter imaginado que ia virar uma profissão, que na época que eu comecei não era. Mas a realidade, principalmente no que diz respeito ao ensino, e ultimamente eu tenho estado mais em contato, não sei se vocês conhecem uma plataforma que chama YouTube Edu, no YouTube, que é só com professores que produzem conteúdo de educação, inglês incluso, e eu tenho estado mais em contato com isso e é muito legal. E na verdade eu vivo isso toda vez que eu vou para algum lugar, tipo aqui. Uma pessoa de Fortaleza chega pra mim, eu morando em São Paulo, nossa, você me influenciou, me deu um empurrão pra aprender mais ou pra ser tradutor. Tipo, é muito louco isso. E isso acontece, tá acontecendo diariamente no YouTube. Então, é uma plataforma muito, muito legal, né? Um jeito de você, como professor, atingir um público e uma quantidade de gente que você nunca conseguiria atingir fisicamente. Você está num lugar que só pode ter 200 pessoas num lugar, não dá para ser 30 mil, como acontece num vídeo, né? Então, o alcance é gigante, o público é infinito. Eu tenho gente me assistindo de vários outros países, como está acontecendo aqui no Poliglotar, que a gente de Lima, né? Muito emocional, vocês são maravilhosos, queridos. Vou colocar a câmera aqui pra gente. E é uma plataforma exponencial que cresce, tipo, exponencial, outro detalhe matemático, a gente sou uma pessoa muito matemática, né? Vocês estão achando? Porque quando eu comecei não tinha YouTube Edu. Hoje é uma plataforma com muitos professores de todas as áreas e projetos acontecem, sabe? Coisas específicas para vestibular, conteúdo específico para uma prova, gente que quer saber mais sobre, sei lá, TOEFL e IELTS, essas coisas, pode pesquisar especificamente no YouTube sobre isso e vai achar, porque tem muita gente produzindo conteúdo sobre isso. Então, fora a oportunidade que é para uma pessoa como eu, um professor como vocês, de criar o seu próprio método de ensinar, porque eu nunca tive uma professora como eu sou. Então, eu tenho que falar de um jeito que eu gostaria de ouvir. Assim como quem produz conteúdo sobre uma outra coisa, qualquer outra coisa, vai tentar fazer isso. Quero fazer o que eu gostaria de ver. Normalmente é nesse sentido que eu penso. Não quero que seja um negócio chato, um negócio monótono de gramática, aí você coloca do antes, do sujeito, sabe? É chato, um negócio meio maçante. Então, eu tento fazer de um jeito legal. E isso é uma coisa que qualquer um pode fazer, qualquer pessoa tem essa liberdade. Então eu sou super apoiadora do negócio, porque pra mim é uma profissão que junta tudo que eu gosto de fazer, né? Já viajei através do YouTube, tô aqui através do YouTube, por causa do meu canal, então é very awesome.
Foi pra China, né?
Eu não sei quanto tempo já passou, mas eu imagino que vocês queiram fazer perguntas, eu gostaria que vocês fizessem perguntas. If you do want to ask questions, though, you should ask them in English, because I'm going to answer them in English, and I guess, do you have any questions?
Hello, thank you so much for being here with us. Congratulations. My question to you is, how many languages do you speak or you have ever studied before? That's the question. Thank you so much. Love you all.
I have studied Spanish and French. In Canada, I used to hang out with Mexican girls, so at that time, my Spanish got a little bit better, but it was really, at both times that I was in classrooms to learn the other languages, I had a lot of issues because I always wanted to answer the questions in English or Portuguese or anything else but the language that I was learning. So in Canada, when I was hanging out with Mexican girls, it used to be very weird because they would talk to me in Spanish, I would answer in English. So I think my thing has always been English, you know, but I do love learning languages. I've taken classes on Italki, like Italian, things in Chinese when I was in China, so but actually trying to learn Spanish and French.
Hello, Cintia. All right, first of all, congrats again. You might have heard this so over and over, but that's what I think, that's what I'm saying. Because she wouldn't mind, right? Congrats again. So, what I want to ask you actually is something more practical, like recording videos and putting on YouTube, and when you have tons of people watching it. So do you really worry about shooting another video, like a reply video, because it's different. You had the experience before teaching many people live, of course, and you know you have many questions. Like, I have a question, then you have to move the class according to the questions. So how do you do it? Actually, it's just a curiosity. Thanks.
Okay, good question. Thank you very much, and thank you again. Congratulations twice. Okay, so when I'm thinking about a theme for a video, if it's related to English, because not all my videos are English related, even though that's the main focus. When I'm thinking about a topic or a theme, I try to anticipate the questions. Because I have had this experience in the classroom, I can kind of do that. So in planning what I'm going to say in the video, I try to answer the questions before they happen. I'm not always successful at that, and I actually really appreciate the audience because they are very active in the comment section. So I try to reply in the comments if the person has a question related to what I explained in the video and I noticed that it wasn't very well explained or I missed something or whatever, I try to reply myself. If not, the community, like themselves, they actually interact and respond. So I don't think people are left with questions by the end of a video. They could want to go more into a topic, but I try to do my best to explain things from start to finish. Does that answer your question? Okay.
Ah, do Outubro Rosa aí, manda um alô para as mulheres do Outubro Rosa.
think I'm a bit afraid because it's a very sensitive question. So I'll try to ask you how to deal with haters. If you don't want to answer it, it's okay, but I think it's a sensitive question that I wanted to know it.
Thanks for your question. Haters. Haters gonna hate, man. Nowadays, I don't really face that issue as much. It happens sometimes, but I feel like in the beginning it was a little bit rougher, so I kind of developed thicker skin. So it doesn't really get to me, you know? Like, it has happened in collabs and other channels, people like saying that I seem annoying or whatever, like talking about my personality. I don't really care, to be honest, because they don't know me, it doesn't really affect me personally. When it's talking about, if it's ever talking about what I'm saying in a hateful way, I try to take it as criticism and use it positively. So yeah, when it comes to my personality, if they're talking about me, I don't really care. If it's about the content of the video, I try to take it as criticism and use it to improve. And if it's just plain rude, I could just block the person, but I don't really do that as much. I don't feel the need to do it. It's just like, it's just that kind of concept when you're in school and you have bullies, and if you ignore them, it's better. Kind of like that. They want attention, so like, toss the hand.
Hi Cynthia. First, welcome to Fortaleza. When you went to Canada, I would like to ask you, have you noticed a lot of difference between the English that you learn in the school to the English that you need to treat in Canada? For example, me and my girlfriend are both English speakers, but we use different accents, and I'm personally interested in English accents and dialects and whatever. But anyway, do you know? Have you? Can you talk about a little? Can you talk about a little about some differences between Canadian English and American English? Is it possible?
It's the guy that was in the previous thing here. What's his name? Where is he? I noticed when he started talking, something about his accent, and then when he said that he lived in Canada, it made sense because then I understood, like he said about and out a couple of times, and that's the thing that Canadians do. So usually the American, that's I think a classic. Everyone who talks about Canadian accents mentions that because, and actually they do it a little bit even a thicker as a booth, and I didn't hear it like that when I was in Canada, but I was mostly in Toronto, so I guess it was not as rough. But a couple of things like that. The written English, a couple of words are a little bit different as well. The spelling. But yeah, I didn't, it wasn't a shock to me or anything. Like when I landed in Canada to deal with their accent, because it's very similar to what you would hear in music and TV shows, whatever. Now, when I went to England, that was a little bit more interesting because as soon as I got to the airport, I saw like old ladies and kids speaking with that British accent, which is awesome, and that was like, wow, okay, that's different, and it's just nice to hear. So it didn't. Yeah, but in terms of accents, I don't know, I think they're interesting. I think it's something to study. I plan on eventually going to Ireland. I know that accent is really very different in terms of even words. They have different words to things. But for Canadians, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Hi, Cintia. Welcome to Ceará. You talked that you lived in Canada and you worked there and you studied fashion marketing. I wanted to know, how did you get there? How did you get there? How did you have the opportunity to move to another country? If it was too expensive at first, how was it? Thank you. Okay, so thanks for your question. I was actually working at a fair, a student fair. I was doing interpretation. And okay, so the actual story is I was interpreting for an old lady. And you know, these international fairs, like school fairs, they have booths and everyone is there like talking about their own school, and students are interested in exchange programs. They go, they look for it and ask for information, whatever. So the people who are there representing the schools don't necessarily speak Portuguese, so they need the interpreters beside them. That's a case, if you were listening to the previous presentation, of consecutive translation, interpretation. So the person talks and then you have to wait for them to answer the question and you have to explain whatever. That's what I was doing there, and I was interpreting for an old lady, which was not very nice. I hope she's not watching this. And the guy next to the guy on the next booth was also from Canada. She was from Canada, Edmonton, and this guy was from Calgary, representing a school from there. He noticed that I had good English, and we started talking. He mentioned, I mentioned I was a teacher, and he basically wanted me to represent his school in Brazil so that he wouldn't have to come here on these fairs and do those things. I was a very smart person because I wanted to travel, so I said, sure, I'll definitely do it. Let me go to your school first, get to know it, and then I'll come back in and do whatever you want me to do here in Brazil. Then it would involve traveling around, all over Brazil to do these fairs and stuff. And that's how I first got to Canada. So I went there to kind of get to know the school. I started teaching. I taught those Korean students for a bit, but I was still finishing my graduation. So I came back, finished that, and then I went back to Canada for the second time. I went back and forth a couple of times. But that was my interest. So it wasn't like a normal exchange program thing. I didn't really stay to go there. It was like a job thing. And I went there the first time with a tourist visa. So even that was easier, Is that answer your question?
We have an online question. Someone is asking if you teach at iTalki.
I don't. We're partners for my videos, so a couple of videos that I do are sponsored by iTalki. Right now, there's actually, I'm gonna have an awesome plug here. We're having a kind of a project that we're doing for the end of the month, where a couple of people are going to have like half an hour with me as a teacher, but that's like a partnership with them. Like I'm not there as a teacher for anyone to have classes with me. Hope I answered your question.
The next one.
Cintia, fala em português mesmo, para variar. Eu queria saber, Brasileira dele, eu sou de Maceió. Eu queria saber sobre o seu canal, como você lida com os inscritos, se você responde os comentários, se lê os comentários. Também como é, assim, o processo de edição dos vídeos, se você edita, se você faz o roteiro, como é essa parte de administração do canal também.
Can I answer it in English? Okay. So, okay, I do everything related to editing and shooting and planning and everything. It's not easy. It has become a thing that I do. It's part of the job, so I pretty much learned it all by myself, editing and as I went, basically, you know. In terms of the subscribers and people who are watching me, I have different ways of talking to them, so through social media and stuff like that. Comments on the YouTube videos themselves, I don't necessarily respond always because I can't, like, there are too many people go back to older videos to comment there, so I can't possibly answer all of them. I try to read all of them, so I do go back because I get notifications from YouTube whenever there's a new comment, so I try to read them all. And there was another question earlier about answering questions and whenever people actually have doubts about what I was talking about in the video, and those are to me a little bit more important because then it's about something that I try to explain, so I try to give those more attention. But in general, like, people are really loving and they're always commenting and trying to keep in touch. And so I do it over Twitter and Instagram sometimes, and I try to interact as much as I can.
Any more questions?
Hi again. All right. You said you taught in China, right? English? All right. Well, all right. Tell us about your experience in China, please. Thank you so much again.
Logo vai ganhar todas as lições. So I went to China because I talked with a partner of my channel, and they are based in China, so they wanted me to go there to get to know them a little bit better, how they work as a company. And so I stayed for like 10 days, 2 weeks, and it was insane. I actually related that to English. I was expecting them to have a little bit more knowledge, and I was really not disappointed, but super surprised because they didn't. Like a couple of teenagers were willing to talk to me, and even then it was rough to be able to communicate. And so I was in China by myself without really being able to speak English. Maybe you can imagine that. In one of the vlogs, I'm so proud of myself because I got to a place that I wanted to go by myself, which was an accomplishment. And they do have on like major signs, they do have English, but most of it is just Chinese and people don't really speak. So it was a cool experience, probably would never have had the opportunity if it wasn't for the channel, so that's cool. Yeah, it was really hot, not as pleasant as here. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm just gonna go to the beach. No, it's just hot. You're in China, there's nothing that you can do. Yeah, and I got to know more about the company that I'm partners with, and that was cool.
I have a question. What are your plans for the future of your channel? Are you going to speak more about English or other topics? What do you plan?
I thought you were going to ask what are my plans for the future. I was going to say go outside. No, for the channel. So yes, I do plan. Actually, something that people really ask me to do a lot, and I haven't, is to teach the basics, especially related, to grammar and stuff like that, because I don't really do that. When I started, I started doing this other ways that you could greet a person, and that's kind of the direction that I followed all like this entire time. So how to when the Olympics were happening, how to communicate with gringos, and so things that you could say to start conversation, but not only start conversation, but keep it going, because yeah, it's easy to ask like, what are you up to? But the person answers, and then you don't know what to say next. Nice. It's just like the conversation ends there. So that's what I've focused this entire time. And in terms of plans, I think it would be nice to teach a little bit more of the basics. So I'm planning on doing that. And traveling is always like something that I want to do. So if things keep showing up, I'm probably going to be doing that, and always relating that to English. And something else that is interesting for me to film, but I try to make it so that it also adds information, is vlogs. So filming a little bit of my life, but if it's just my life, I think it doesn't really add too much. So I try to teach something related to English. Even like I'll try to keep doing that. I did that a couple of months ago, and I'm going to try to keep doing that. So filming my day or filming my week, but then trying to add something related to English or an expression or something like that in the middle.
For example, you talk about CrossFit in English.
CrossFit. Yeah, that's something that is really big in my life right now, so I try to relate it to English. A lot of the terminology that I use is in English, so I thought maybe I could do a little bit of a crossover there, and I did it. Yeah.
Does anyone have?
Hello.
Hi.
I would like to know, is there any celebrity YouTuber that inspire you in your job, international or nationally?
I follow so many channels. I think I'm subscribed to like 250 channels. So there's not a specific person that I would say inspires me, but when I'm not feeling very creative, I try to watch these channels that I like, and that kind of inspires me to produce stuff. And so a lot of the YouTubers that I follow have nothing to do with English or anything like that. They're like, I follow family vlogs and people that are girls that I used to follow before they got married, and now they're married and have kids, and I'm following them. It's just like such a creep. But and it's interesting because whenever I have the chance to meet these people, even like Brazilian people that I follow live, I understand what people say to me when they meet me. Like, you're different, or you're the same, you look taller, you look smaller. It's really interesting to have that experience. And I am a YouTube fan and watcher just as much as anyone that watches me, But the whole thing to me is inspiring. I wouldn't say a specific person,
Have you ever had any problem with privacy after you got famous and like, for example, you live in São Paulo right now, yeah? And does it bother you that, for example, you go to the supermarket and people recognize you and talk to you and no?
Adding to that question, do you have any problem giving autographs?
I think he's asking for an autograph.
So many people just keep stopping me on the street. It has happened. People like see me on a mall or something like that. Once, I was leaving the gym. You can imagine my situation after doing CrossFit. And I was actually shopping for stuff that I shouldn't be shopping because of my chocolate. Stuff that I shouldn't be shopping for, And a girl came out of nowhere. And can I get your picture? And I was like, sure. It was like, it's always nice. I like it, but I was embarrassed because I was probably smelly and shopping for stuff that I shouldn't be shopping. I was hoping that she wouldn't look. shopping stuff there. And yeah, but it has happened. Actually, a couple of weird things that have happened are like people see me somewhere and they don't talk to me and then they send me a message. Was that you? I was like, yes. Oh, I think I saw you, but I was too embarrassed to talk to you. So you were just watching me from a distance? Yeah. But I understand. And then I have my story. I was at an event a couple of days ago, and one of these girls that I follow, I have a family, and I know the kid since before the kid was born, was there. She was there with her husband. I obviously know everything about their lives, and I was just like, and she was smaller than I had imagined and everything, and I did that. That one thing that she was in front of me, and I was just looking, I was just looking at her like this. And then she kept on living. She went downstairs, and I followed, literally. And then I thought to myself, if someone was doing this to me, I would just say, like, go talk to me. So I went there and talked to her, and I said exactly the same thing that everyone says to me. She's like, oh, I love your channel. I also do YouTube, you know, I have a channel. It's just like, sure, whatever. And I was just like, okay, thanks. Maybe I didn't even ask for a photo because that was too good. So I understand what happens, but yeah.
Hi, my name is Narciso. Yeah. I would like to thank you about your channel, about your tips, but I would like to know about a little bit about your son.
I don't actually have a son. He's talking about my dog. É porque eu chamo o Carl de meu filho, pra essa voz idiota. E aí as pessoas que seguem o canal já estão ligadas no ele. He is in São Paulo. I left him and I'm sad about it. He is also from Canada. So there you go. He barks in English. Very fancy. Yeah, it was a very interesting process to bring him from Canada to Brazil. But I had to. I wouldn't leave him there. And yeah, he's a bilingual dog. Very fancy.
So I think we are out of time now, and thank you very much, Cintia.
Cintia, and while you were talking, I identified myself. I felt completely connected when you mentioned Backstreet Boys. Not only because Backstreet Boys, but because yes, one of your favorites.
Who was your favorite?
Well, I don't know. No, don't try to. Yes. Yeah, we can. So I was trying to say that I felt very connected because I use it very much to learn translating songs that I like, and I'm eclectic. I like lots of songs, including Backstreet Boys, and I have lots of references. I don't know, in English, you remember that movie White Chicks? Making a way downtown, walking fast. Oh, or in Italian, those references, I'm so musical, so that references helped me a lot. And there's a song from Backstreet Boys I like so much. I would like to sing to you. I like to give you a thing to remember, and I need the help of our glorious audience.
Wow, that's something.
Yeah, that's something. Let me, and I think, as I saw your name, your channel's name, Cintia Disse, I think this song, maybe unconsciously, has influenced your name. Because Cintia Disse is kind of, imperative, she says, she has a word, so I think that part I would like to sing to you, and I need the help from the audience. So let's try first. Tell me why it ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why it ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why it ain't 'cause I want it that